Hey guys, this is International TV The Creative Guy 2005 here, and welcome back to another review. In today's review I'm going to be reviewing a show from 2013 to 2017, and this show is called Uncle Grandpa. Now to any of you who hate this show, I can handle your opinion as long as you can handle mine, but if you bash my opinion on this show, I am blocking you from my channel. Sorry about the rage, but anyways let's start. Uncle Grandpa is a Cartoon Network show that first premiered on September 2, 2013 to June 30, 2017, and it's the funniest shows on Cartoon Network, next to the marvelous misadventures of Flapjack and Peppa Pig. Now let me give you the plot of the story. The plot story begins like this. Uncle Grandpa, a magical shape-shifting humanoid, stops by children's houses every day to see how they are doing. The children he visits have a problem of their own and Uncle Grandpa tries to help them through a series of chaotic and surreal misadventures. He is a clowny sort of person who sometimes eats inedible objects, paper, and mostly books. He drives/lives in a UG 2000 model robotic RV known as the Perpetual Persistence and is accompanied by a talking red fanny pack named Belly Bag, a green dinosauroid named Mr. Gus, a static photographic cutout of a tiger named Giant Realistic Flying Tiger, and an anthropomorphic pepperoni pizza slice named Pizza Steve. He greets everybody using good morning. Now let me give you the reasons of why I like this show. 1. I find the episodes to be good. 2. I find the characters to be likable. 3. I find the jokes to be funny. 4. I find the show to be great. I was sad when this show got cancelled on June 30, 2017, but the good news is they have it on Hulu. Now let me give you the characters of this show. Uncle Grandpa, voiced by Peter Braungard, Pendleton Ward in for Pete. Love, Pen. Uncle Grandpa is a magical shape-shifting humanoid who is the Uncle Grandpa of everyone in the world with a large, rectangular head, a brown horseshoe mustache, a pink nose, a propeller hat that talks and an outfit consisting of a white t-shirt, lederhosen with rainbow suspenders, knee-high tube socks, and black slippers. His outward appearance is depicted as rather clownish and unsophisticated, but he is well-meaning, fun-loving, supportive, and surprisingly competent when need be. His catchphrase is good morning. Main characters from the series, from left to right, Uncle Grandpa and Belly Bag, Pizza Steve, Mr. Gus, and Giant Realistic Flying Tiger. Bottom, Mr. Gus, voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. Mr. Gus is usually the voice of reason. He is a large, serious, yet somewhat grouchy green dinosaur who was Uncle Grandpa's rival in Leg Wrestler, but eventually became his friend and bodyguard. He is unfazed by most of Uncle Grandpa's eccentricities and seems to have an even temper despite his roommates, but often loses his temper, especially where Pizza Steve's antics are concerned. He is older and more mature than Uncle Grandpa. One of Mr. Gus's favorite parts of the day is 9 p.m., which is his designated bathroom time, and during that period he likes to take a bubble bath and read for an hour. His catchphrase is "You're just saying that to get under my skin." Pizza Steve, voiced by Adam Devine, Pendleton Ward in for Pete. Love, Pen. Pizza Steve is an anthropomorphic pepperoni pizza slice with sunglasses and a member of Uncle Grandpa's crew. He is depicted as extremely vain, troublesome, and often brags about how cool and awesome he is, which annoys his friend Mr. Gus. Despite this, he pretends to be very popular and a hit with women. He is a good friend of Uncle Grandpa. Pizza Steve is featured in his own cartoon shorts entitled A Slice of Life with Pizza Steve, which usually involve Pizza Steve exaggerating his abilities. In Tiger Trails, he claims to be a black belt in Italian karate, but he wears the black belt over his eyes instead of around his waist. He also is meant to cheat, like for instance in Leg Wrestler, he trained Uncle Grandpa, and forced Mr. Gus to do his chores, so Uncle Grandpa could cream him. His catchphrase is "I'm like a modern-day Thomas Einstein except a Brazil lion times better." Giant Realistic Flying Tiger, a static photographic cutout of a tiger that Uncle Grandpa rides on to get around. Tiger is his pet and other best friend, and while she exhibits normal tiger traits such as only being able to communicate by roaring, she is able to fly and leaves a rainbow trail as she goes. The rainbow trail is also expelled from Tiger's rear end when she passes gas. Her personality is a cross between that of a stereotypical teenage girl, a house cat, and a real-life tiger. In order for Tiger's emotions to be shown, only certain parts of her body, specifically her facial ones, are animated. This is done in a stop-motion style. Belly Bag, voiced by Eric Bauza, Uncle Grandpa's talking red cyborg fanny pack and best friend who carries all of his priceless valuables, especially Uncle Grandpa's weapon of choice, which is a UG series robotic laser hammer named Samantha. Belly Bag's insides contain many weird objects and dimensions, including a castle where Frankenstein lives. Despite being practically attached to Uncle Grandpa, he has the ability to walk and can produce multiple hands from inside his body. He even has the ability to see despite having no visible eyes. In the second Uncle Grandpa short Secret Mountain Uncle Grandpa, he is referred to as Fanny Pack and voiced by Paul Rugg. His catchphrase is "What's cookin', good lookin'." I like all the characters in my opinion. Now, what's my opinion on this show? I have to say it's great, and again, to any of you who hates this show, I can handle your opinion. That's all for now. This is me signing off.